Good evening and salutations, my Days of Our Lives fans. I have a question for Nicole. The hell are you doing? I feel like this woman has enough money to get some other people to come and get her stuff, get her stuff, even if Rafe was home, you know. And I understand that she was like, well, I thought they were going to be gone because of the investigation, this, that, and the third. But I'm like, oh, I'll just send for the rest of my stuff. I'm like, but why just send for your stuff now? I don't, I don't get that. But after they have a talk or whatever, um, you know, I guess Rafe didn't make the dessert or whatever, right? So Nicole's like, well, I want to sit there and make it. I want to make it for Ari and Gabby and stuff like that. I'm just like, no, no. They can do without dessert at this point. Why she have to sit there and spend another awkward minute with you? Why? Why are you torturing this man for it? No, no, no. I want to do it for Ari and Nicole. I'm like, get out. Get out. The whole time I'm sitting there just looking at this whole situation, I was like, get out. No, Rafe was like, all right, fine, we'll do it for Ari. So they finished making their pie or whatever. I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, bro, when is Thanksgiving actually going to start? I'm pretty sure Rafe could have just hustled and made the sweet potato pie, whatever. I mean, it wasn't like she went to some grocery store like he was doing this and, she went out and to go get some extra stuff or whatever. He was like, I was going to go to Sweet Bits, but they're closed because, murder. Um, but I was like, I understand it's probably a time sensitive thing and I've never really prepared for Thanksgiving. I'm pretty sure he could have did that without you. Hell, he could have got Gabby to sit there and help. There was no reason for you to be there. And one of the things that Rafe did say, okay, the most intelligent thing that actually came out that conversation was that he did say that, he deserved it. Because, Nicole's like, oh, you're a good man. You don't deserve this, that, and the third. And Rafe was like, well, I did cheat on Ava with you. So, karma. And I was like, well, that's the smartest thing somebody said throughout this conversation. And then she was like, all right, well, I guess this is farewell for right now. Because she wanted to still be friends. I was like, no, not now. You can kick rocks. And the whole time I'm sitting there thinking, get whatever little piece of stuff that you need to get and get the out. The whole, well, and the longing looks and everything like that I was like, boy, just go. Just go. My question is, has she always been like this? Like, she always been somewhat kind of a dingbat? Like, in this department? Has she always just been like this, like that? Has she always been like that? I only started watching Choke about like 2 years ago, so, and she's been on since, what, 1999, if not before then? Uh, Now, Kate had a conversation with Jaya while Eric is having a conversation with Rome. And one of the things that Kate did sit there and say, and I was like, what in the hell is wrong with you, Kate? Kate was like, I think you should fight for Eric. I'm sorry, sweetheart, but you sit there. How did how did that work out when you fought for Jake? Oh wait, you didn't fight for Jake, right? Because he cheated on you? Well, he couldn't wait to sit there the minute that you were gone or whatever, he hooked up with Gabby. I mean, he broke up with you or whatever, you hooked up with Gabby. You didn't fight for him, but you're going to sit there and dispense some BS advice talking about, gee, I think you should fight for Eric. The only intelligent thing that came out of that conversation was your body, your choice. Forget Eric, forget Nicole. Whatever you decide to do is what you're going to do. Now is your choice. And I was like, that is the only the only piece of information that was good throughout that entire conversation. Um, Rome is there throwing hypotheticals well, if Nicole wasn't a factor, would you sit there and raise this baby by yourself? And, you know, Erica's like, yeah, but the thing is, Nicole is a factor. So this This little fantasy, this little hypothetical is pretty moot. Kate did invite her, Jada to come down, um, for Thanksgiving, and she did. And they had a talk. They decided they're gonna raise the baby together because at one point she wasn't too sure she was gonna keep the baby. Then she said that the minute she said that they're gonna raise the baby together, Nicole just had that look on her face, that selfish look on her face, like, oh, woe is me, this is gonna mess up my plans. You would honestly think that because she's a mother, that she would have some sort of empathy, sympathy for, um, the child being raised by both of their parents, seeing how she raises Holly practically a single parent. No, 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 no. It's about her needs, and all that other stuff like that. That comes first, apparently, in her little tiny brain. Um, Now Paulina is there talking about, oh, well, here's the thing. The way that Paulina is there trying to make Chanel feel better is the exact reason why they got caught up in this in the first place. Oh, it wasn't your fault. It was an accident. This, that, and the third. Well, the thing is, the woman's still dead. And she said, listen, I was a college girl. And like, she was like, oh, you're a little girl. I was like, no, no, no. I was in college. I knew right from wrong. I chose to go that way, but it was a power thing. I'm so sick. And that was the thing that was annoying me the most was the constant excuses that Paulina kept making for Chanel. Oh, don't worry. I'm going to sit there and find a way to get you out of this. The reason why she's in this little spot right here is because of you trying to get her out of this. I'm literally looking at this like, you can't be this stupid, right? Like, you can't be this dumb. Apparently she is. Who knew? Now, Abe and Allie weren't doing too much. The one thing that Abe did sit there and say is that he's worried about, the cover up. Because, Allie was like, do you think that she's going to beat the charges or whatever? And he was like, I don't know because, she covered it up. It wasn't so much as what she did and, should she face, whatever. It was the cover up that made it look so bad. Now, she couldn't get bail because of the fact that she's a flight risk and the fact that her mom has pulled strings to get her out of this mess in the first place. So, um, you know, and he has a point. But he did sit there and say, while I'm still governor, I'm going to pull some strings. So they all got together for Thanksgiving. They talked about Lonnie briefly. I know in the previews, and one of the previews, they're going to show Eli. I don't know what's going on with Lonnie. Um, I know he's still on that show, All American, for however long that lasts. You know, how the CW is practically just. I don't think they want any ratings. I don't think they want any people on their network to actually watch that stuff because, I'm just going to move on besides that. I'm going to move on past that, but I do bring up the CW because the guy who plays Eli is on All American. And the other spinoff that they did because I didn't watch the show, so I can't sit there and say it's good or bad. I don't know he's going to be on there. Now, the actress that plays Lonnie, who knows? I'm surprised that they, just on a side note, I'm surprised that they actually managed to get Victoria back because the way that she left, this wasn't the first time that she left, and I'm just like, y'all got like, are y'all like mind controlling people? Y'all got voodoo going on? Like, they got the actress that played Hope back. They got the actor that played Bo back. They got Victoria back. Like, how are you pulling these strings? I wouldn't be too surprised if they got the actress that played Lonnie to come back. I think that I think that Dave's just that good, and Jade should probably learn a thing or two or several. Like cut down half of the damn calves. They could start with that. But it was nice that they're seeing them all together enjoying Thanksgiving and stuff. Um, I feel bad for Rome. Because if you saw the previews, you know it's going to wind up happening to Kate, Kayla, and Marlena. And we're all going to sit there and practically crucify Kristen for her selfish decisions. I'm pretty sure it was Roth that took that care. So, feel like that's pretty much about it. I can't think of anything else that happened. But what I will sit there and say before I go is I want to thank everyone for their patience, because I know I didn't want to do a live stream. I didn't want to do any reviews or anything like that. I tried. Well, I recorded a review. I did a review, and my Angie just was not there. And the people that watch my channel watch my videos. I'm always going to sit here and try to give you the absolute best. Yes, I may be harsh on characters, and by being harsh, I mean being a dick. But to be fair, I'm a dick to characters I actually do like. So, but I always want to sit there and give my best, and I just knew I was like, yeah, that's just not going to happen. And it was kind of annoyed for a couple of reasons. Also, I bought some new ice cream, so I wanted to sit there and try it for the first time, but it's still in the freezer. So, can't wait to have it tonight when I do my live stream. Now I'm probably gonna wind up getting out this video a little bit late because I gotta get ready to go to work soon. But I want to do this video now. I want to do this video before I start work, because I get out of work not that late, but late enough where it's like if I try to do it later on, then it's just gonna push back a lot of stuff. And I actually want to sit there and do a review on B&B because they're actually heating up. And also, I gotta sit there and watch yesterday's episode of YNR. So, there's reasons why I'm doing this in the morning, and it's actually kind of fun. And if I actually get a chance to do more of them in the mornings before I have enough time to go to work, I'm gonna do them. I know I have on my headphones, but the last time I took off my headphones and then had to come back, and by that time I couldn't get my latte. And if I don't start my day, Starbucks latte, well, and it's just gonna go downhill from there. With that being said, I'm gonna go. I want to thank you for watching. I think that's pretty much about it. This was a really small episode. I didn't talk too much about Rome. Oh yeah, I did. Rome and Kate. I mean Rome and Eric. I talked about them. Yesterday's episode was really good. I will sit there and mention a couple of things. Dan was killing it with his acting. Made Ray feel bad for him. You know they got history. Xander is going to feel hella guilty. Lied to her talking to, oh yeah, I quit my job. His boss, he doesn't matter, told me to do something unethical. I was like, bro, I can't wait till you get caught. Because, what is this? How many times did Sarah actually forgive this man now? I know this is twice, because I remember when I came in, I used to call her Hot Sarah. She forgave him eventually for the whole, switching the babies and stuff like that. And then she forgave him again for, breaking up Nicole and Eric's marriage. And now I'm just like, how many times is one too many times too much? And, well, who is Sarah going to go out with after? Maybe Brady? I mean, who knows? Anyway, with that being said, I just want to kind of mention a couple of that stuff from yesterday because I did a video and it was like, my energy was just not there. But yeah, again, I want to thank everyone for their patience, understanding, and support. That means the world to me. So with that being said, I'm gonna go. I want to thank you for watching. Be safe, and not gonna lie, it's at like 13:48, and I'm trying to stretch out the time because I don't like the number 13. Because yeah, I am superstitious. And with that being said, I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching. Be safe, and I'll see you in the next video.